What's going on? It's your boy back to do another video for you guys. Now, first of all, just to clear a couple things up, the year challenge that we're gonna do is not about the place where you're starting at. So it doesn't matter if you have no beard at all. It doesn't matter if you have a small beard, a medium-sized beard, a large beard. You can get in and jump in on this year challenge. This is going to be tailored to however you want to choose to tackle your year challenge. So for example, we're not going to set this up in a way that everybody has to go a year without touching their beard at all. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've seen and I've noticed when people do that, going a year without doing any maintenance on your beard or a very small amount of maintenance on your beard, by the time you get anywhere close to that 1 year mark, you're tired of looking the way you've been looking for that year, and you're tired of your beard, and most people just go ahead and cut their beard off. So we're not going to do that. So what you got to do is first identify where you want to be a year from now as far as your beard. What are your beard goals? All right. And then you're going to make sure you do the necessary steps to get to that year goal. Now, what I've seen the biggest problem in growing a beard is the underneath section. Let's just call underneath here, we're gonna call that your foundation. So your beard is gonna be built on the foundation, okay? Just like anything else you build. If you build a house, if you build, a life, whatever you build, you got to build it on a foundation. So what is your foundation? What is your beard foundation? It's the under the neck area. So a lot of the things that I think that are done wrong under the neck is over trimming. Okay, so in that year challenge, if that's your problem area, which it probably is for most brothers, that's the area where you're not going to touch unless there's split ends or something like that. And if you get to a point where underneath looks a little scraggly, you can always pat it in and make it look a little neater. You don't have to trim that. So there's brothers that go to the barber shop every week, every other week, and every time they go in, the barber's cleaning that up. So if he's doing that, you're never ever going to get to where you want to get. It's going to take so long, man, that you'll probably give up or think that you can never get there before you give yourself a chance to even get to that spot. And I'm gonna just show you guys a theory on what I think that's about. And let me just segue into something and show you something. Now, be easy on your boy, all right? I against all my better judgment, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely not an artist. I drew a picture to try and explain this to you. Go easy on your boy's artwork, all right? So this is a person right here. I hope you guys can see that because I see a shadow. So basically what happens is from here to probably about here is the slowest growing area for most brothers. Okay, so from here to here grows slow. So what happens is this area grows a little faster, and because of the way your face is shaped with your chin, it's already gonna look like it's a little bit longer, in this area anyway, and then it may grow a little faster. So what happens is because this area here is not as long as here, or sits up a little bit, when you look at yourself or someone looks at you from the front, it looks very sparse because there's nothing behind. Okay? And what happens a lot is brothers will go to the barber shop, okay? And the barber's gonna sit you in his chair and he's gonna lean your head back. All right, he's gonna lay the chair back till you're like this. I hope you can see. It looks like it's really bright. Let me get on. I don't know what I can do here. All right, so he's gonna lean your head. There we go. He's gonna lean your head back till you're like this in the chair, okay? Then he's either gonna stand in front of you or on the side of you, and he's gonna take the trimmers, and he's gonna cut your beard just like that. And every time you go in, he follows that same line, okay? So he's cutting all the loose hairs, or he may even be shaping your beard like that. So he's shaping it this way. Now, what that does is that further hurts your chances of having a thick, full beard from the front. Now, I'm not gonna be bold enough to say that every barber does this, because I'm sure there's some professional barbers out there that do a good job. I've seen a lot of them, but just think about what's being done when you're laying back and he's coming in and he's taking his trimmers and he's cutting your beard on that angle. And then you lay back forward and then your beard looks like this. Okay? All right, so now what needs to happen is all of this area when you go to the barber during your challenge, if that's what you're looking for to get a bigger, fuller, or rounder beard, you're not going to touch this area, brothers. All right, so you're going to leave all of this alone. All right, and then if your barber or you want to clean something up, which I'm going to say don't even touch it unless you got split ends. Okay, and only cut the hairs going like this. Okay, you don't want to cut your hairs like this, because then you walk around with your beard is going to be like this, and then it may even look halfway decent from the side, but then when you look at it from the front with just not enough hair here and your foundation is off, your beard is not going to appear or look the way you want it to look, and you're going to have to keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and months are going to go by. And the problem is, when those months go by, this front area continues to grow. This area is never going to catch up. By the time it does, this area is going to have to be so long, and if you're getting periodic trims, you're getting cut on that angle. Okay, so just remember that. Tell me if it makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? When you're laid back in that chair, does that make sense to you that that's what's happening? And then what you end up with, your beard just starts getting longer and longer, and you end up like that. This is how you end up, okay? So while this may look okay, these hairs are never gonna have enough depth and be thick enough that when you look at this beard from the front, that it's gonna look fully healthy. So in the year challenge for those brothers, me included, because I'm not gonna touch under here at all. And I would suggest that most of the brothers in the year challenge don't touch there at all. Also, some other areas. So if you decide you want a rounder beard, think about, just visualize what your beard needs to do to make it round. So if this area is not growing, or it's growing slower, and you're coming in here and you're constantly trimming that, you're never gonna get to where you wanna be. So that area, don't touch. So maybe when you go into the barbershop, you're just gonna tell them, hey, look, I'm trying to grow my beard out. Just clean up this area, maybe fade it out a little bit. You can put a line in here if that's what you choose to do. If this is sticking out on your cheeks and you don't like it, you can just, have them knock those hairs down a little bit. But don't touch here, don't touch there. If you want to knock a little bit off of the front periodically as you go along, cool. Because no matter how long this gets, if you don't have what you need behind it, you're not going to be happy, with the way your beard looks. So just think about that, man. And let me know what you brothers think. Let me know if you think I'm wrong about this. It's possibly I could be wrong. I haven't sat in a barber's chair, man, over 5 years. I haven't been to a barber in over 5 years. So I could be wrong, but from what I see and remembering when I did go to the barber, you want your beard to grow in like this, but the barber lays you back and cuts you in like this. Maybe not all barbers, and maybe you're just not taking the time to explain to the barber that, look, those hairs sticking down. And just think about it. If you go to the barber every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks he takes 1/4 of an inch off, right? That means in a month he's taking off 1/2 inch, and he's gonna do the same thing. Or if you do that every week, he's gonna, even if it's not 1/4 of it, whatever he's taking off, he's continuously taking that off. How will that hair ever grow? Growth means some hairs grow a little bit faster than others, and it starts to grow down, and it may look a little funny because it's growing. But if you take and cut that, then you're cutting your growth off. Now you can always take your hand or get some beard balm and put your beard balm under there, pat it in, make it look neat, you know what I mean? But you don't have to cut that. So foundations, we're not gonna touch. We're gonna try not to touch those. We will inspect them for split ends and stuff like that, but don't touch the foundation, and your foundation has to be solid. So you can grow the size out as far as possible, and your beard is never gonna look the way it should if you're not building it on your foundation, which is gonna be underneath. All right. So part of the year challenge is gonna be to get your foundations in order. And as you get your beard foundations in order, brothers, take the time to look over everything else in your life. You know what I'm saying? Get all foundations right. Let's not just focus, on our beards, but let's take this journey and let's take this 1 year beard journey and let's turn it into, I'm not only gonna fix areas of my beard that are out of whack, or areas of my beard that need more attention or need more help, but I'm gonna also fix areas of my life that are out of whack. I'm gonna fix areas of my life that need more attention and need more help and more dedication. And at the end of that year, you'll be looking better, your beard will be looking better, and your life will be looking better. You know what I'm saying? So let's get that in, fellas. Let's make it happen. And I'm looking forward to it, man. Y'all all stay well, be safe, stay blessed, and your boy will get back at y'all soon. All right? Peace.